So this will be SMART. And this is the third step when it comes to your marketing plan. So the third step has to do with specific goals. So this is specific goals. Okay, you have measurable goals. Okay, you've got achievable goals. So this is achievable. Okay, you have realistic goals. So realistic. And then you have time bound. So what do we mean by specific goals? Specific goals has to do with goals that are specific. They're to the point. We're not talking about weight goals. We're not talking about goals that are too far-fetched. Okay, which means that you're not quite sure what your goals are. You're going round and round in a circle. Okay, trying to achieve those goals. You know exactly what you're trying to achieve. If it's a sales figure, you're trying to achieve a certain sales figure. If it's uh, revenue, okay, in terms of dollar figures, okay, you're trying to achieve a certain revenue. If it's net profit, you've got a net profit in mind. Okay, say for example, you want to earn $50,000 net profit by the end of the year one. This would be a specific goal. Okay, measurable. Okay, we talked about net profit. So if you're talking about revenue, it's measurable in dollars. Okay, quantity. Okay, if you talk about quantity sold, this is measurable. Okay, in units. Okay, so it has to be a measurable goal. Achievable. So this is not a fantasy goal. This is achievable. Okay, we're not talking about Superman over here. We're talking about humans, as a result of which, okay, it should be achievable. Okay, realistic. Okay, obviously it has to be realistic as well. Okay, again, not a fantasy, but realistic goals. Okay, and time bound, which means it has to have a time frame, which means there may be deadlines involved. Okay, there may be delivery dates involved. Okay, it has to have a time bound. So you need to get the product done, finished by a certain time frame. You need to ship that product by a certain time. Okay, you need to sell that product, okay, before the end of the fiscal year for you to report your net profit and net loss. So this is time bound. So that would be a goal that's time bound. Now, apart from time bound goals, okay, as I mentioned earlier, they have to be achievable. Okay, so if you're talking about time bound, they also have to be achievable. If you're trying to achieve, okay, $200,000 in net profit by the end of year one, it may not be achievable. However, if you're trying to achieve 50,000, it may be possible because it's the first year. All right, so that would be the third step of your marketing plan. On behalf of We Electronics, this is Obey. Have yourself a great day.